In this video, we are going to be looking at the surface area of parallelograms. So notice I've drawn a parallelogram here for you. And notice that on this last corner here, I went ahead and drew a line straight down connecting each side of the parallelogram. And I put a right angle sign because this makes a right angle. And we have a measurement here that shows the height of this parallelogram, which is 10 centimeters. Now when it talks about the sides of the parallelogram, right, notice this side is 15 centimeters, and notice its opposite side is 15 centimeters. And notice that this side is 12 centimeters, and this side of the parallelogram is 12 centimeters. So this is just some of the characteristics of it. And if we want to find the surface area, all we really need is the base and the height of the parallelogram. If I were to go ahead and take this side of the parallelogram, right, this little part that I made a triangle out of, what I want you to consider is, if I were to take this off and just scoot it over to the right, it would basically fill in this side of the parallelogram. And I'm just going to shade it real quick to show you what I mean. So imagine that I cut this triangle out of the parallelogram and slid it over. It would fill in this area. Now, when it done that, what it really would do is just turn this into a rectangle. So then it would be a rectangle, right? And the side of the rectangle would be 10, which we also call its height. And then the base would be 15, going all the way across, right? Just like we see here, this is 15, and this is 15. All we did was take this section and move it over here. And that's how they find this formula. So the formula just says, if we take the base of a parallelogram, and I'm going to go ahead and start labeling stuff. The base is going to be 15. So B equals 15. So for this B, I'm going to substitute in parentheses 15. And I were to take the height of the parallelogram. And so for the height, that's going to be this 10. So don't mix up the height with this slant height right here, right? With this 12. We're talking about from the top of the parallelogram to the bottom of the parallelogram, right? So when it contacts it, it does make a 90-degree angle. So that is 10. So for the height, we're going to put a 10. And if we were to multiply these, right, then we'll have our surface area of it. And so 15 times 10 is going to give me 150. So the area of this parallelogram is going to be 150 centimeters squared. So anytime you get one of these, of course the orientation, they might have it kind of turned around, flipped around to throw you off. Just remember you need the height and you need one of the sides.